It is my privilege to introduce to you today one of the most eloquent, one of the most credible, and one of the most patriotic spokesmen for the Democratic approach to governing. One of the nation's heroes, General Wesley Clark.
It is great to be here with you in Kentucky. And Charlie, thank you very much for that kind introduction, that overly generous introduction. And I'm glad my wife was here to listen to it. Honey, that's Charlie, okay? And this is Kentucky. This is my wife, Gert, and we made our first home here in Kentucky at Brandenburg, Kentucky. Brandenburg, Kentucky. Yeah, we went down to see Mr. McGee, and he said he had a brand new apartment there in 1968 down by the Ohio River, and he led us up there. He was just a country boy, but he had a nice place for us, and that was our first home in the United States after we got married. And so we've always had a really warm spot in our heart for Kentucky. But I am so honored to be here with Senator Wendell Ford. Isn't he a great American? And he's still a great leader in this country. Your governor, Steve Beshears, is earning a national reputation as a great, great Democratic leader and governor. You've got two crackerjack congressmen, and you've got great talent in this Democratic Party with people like Jack Conway, and you will take back the state legislature and that Senate seat in Kentucky. I know it. I come from the state of Arkansas. That's where we're living right now, and I can tell you, you can be a Democrat and you can be in a red state. We got 3 out of 4 Democratic congressmen. Both our senators are Democrats. Our governor, our lieutenant governor, and that state is a Democratic state. And the secret to it's very simple. Stand up for your values. We know what we stand for as Democrats. Don't we? We do. We're for strong national security? Sure. Why not? But we're also for taking care of people. We want to take care of health and make sure every American has a right to health care. That's what they deserve. And we know that every child should have as much education as they can benefit from and give back to society, starting with kindergarten and before kindergarten and going all the way through university if they're capable of doing it. That's what we stand for. No American who wants to work should have difficulty finding a job, and that's a strong Democratic principle. And we're a party that knows that the best way to be safe in the world is not just to carry a big stick, but to make more friends than enemies. This is a state that's been very patriotic in its past. I've served here with the United States Army twice at Fort Knox. We've had great support from our local communities, and this is a state that is renowned for how much it respects and cares for its men and women in the armed forces, their families, and the veterans. And I thank you for that. But this is a state that we're going to be watching very closely in the next year. This is one of those bellwether states in America. It's the question that's here before us all. Are we going to move away from the policies that brought this nation to near bankruptcy, that have resulted in almost 10% nationwide unemployment, that have resulted in 47 million Americans without health insurance, that have resulted in the greatest disparity in the distribution of income in this country since the 1920s. Are we going to move away from that and build a better future for all Americans? Are we going to do it? Yeah. That's right. Yeah. And if we're going to do it, it's going to be done with the leadership of this Democratic Party right here in this great state of Kentucky. It's great to be with you tonight. Keep up the great work. Let's get back that Senate seat in the state legislature. Thank you, Governor, for your leadership here.